the 20th day of January and also the 20th day of the year 2021. This is Housing Development, the authoritative source of housing information. Today, the combination of rising interest rates and rising home prices has outgrown what many Nigerians can afford. How can the government improve social housing delivery for low-income Nigerians? What should be done to squatter settlements springing up all over the nation? Stay tuned as we discuss these and more on the program today. As always, I am Flora Ani, your housing diva. Let's start by bringing you major headlines that made rounds during the week. I'll be back in a moment. The Ogun State government has said it will deliver 10,000 housing units being facilitated by the federal government within 2 years in different parts of the state. The Commissioner for Housing, Jagumolu Omoni, while speaking with newsmen in Abeokuta, disclosed that Ogun was one of the 5 states identified by the federal government to pilot the Economic Sustainability Program on housing to jumpstart the economy post-COVID-19. Omoni said the state had been charged by the federal government in partnership with Family Homes Fund to deliver 10,000 housing units within the next 2 years. In a bid to key into the National Social Housing Program, the Jigawa State government has provided land title documents to Family Homes Funds for the development of up to 8,000 housing units across 4 emirates in the states. The National Social Housing Program, which is Nigeria government's response to the health and economic challenges of the coronavirus, is going to provide 300,000 homes and 1.8 million jobs across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. The program, which is implemented by Family Homes Funds, will cater mostly to Nigerians on low and middle income and create jobs which will help stimulate the economy and sustain millions of households. Housing Development Advocacy Network has strongly kicked against the recent hike in the price of cement, a major material in the building industry. HDN believes that the increase in retail price of 50 kg bag of cement from 2,700 early this year to 4,000 naira is absurd, as it is not in line with the government program of providing decent and affordable housing for the masses. Consequently, HDN President Barrister Festus Adebayo said the hike in price of cement remains a threat to affordable housing delivery, especially in a country with about 22 million housing deficit. Given the housing gap in the country, Barrister Adebayo opined that it is therefore incumbent on the government to do the needful by intervening directly by meeting with cement manufacturers in the country, with the aim of bringing down the price of the commodity. He concluded by calling on the federal government as a matter of urgency to look into the issue. Meanwhile, Representative Ilhan Omar has introduced a bill that would cancel rent and individual mortgage payments nationwide until 1 month after the National Emergency Declaration is lifted. The Rent and Mortgage Cancellation Act would apply to all tenants who have a lease and all homeowners who have a mortgage on their primary residence. It would only cancel mortgage payments for that primary residence. The bill stipulates that payments would not have to be made up, though it leaves open the possibility that people over a certain income threshold might owe taxes on the relief they receive. Omar's legislative director, Kelly Misselwitz, said on a call with tenant organizers last night that this decision was made because the first priority is getting relief out as simply as possible.
I am Dr. Sam Egu, Senate Committee Chairman on Housing. Keep watching Housing Development Program.
Timberlock wood preservative surpasses all preventive measures designed to permanently prevent the damage and quality reduction of wood and wood-based materials by termites, fungi, bacteria, and other boring insects. Use Timberlock Premium Wood Preservative to prevent, correct, and defend wood and wood materials against deformities caused by termites and other insects in the later days. Timberlock is designed to solve wood preservation challenges with a standard you can trust. Timberlock Wood Preservative kills termites instantly. Timberlock Wood Preservative, the wood preservative brand leader in Africa.
For more information on housing, finance and construction news, visit www.africanhousingnews.com, your up-to-date housing news website. Moving on, how can the government improve social housing delivery for Nigerians? What would you want the government to do in the area of housing provision this year, 2021? What do you desire for the federal government to do for low-income Nigerians as regard home ownership? You can be part of this conversation by following Housing Development on Twitter and Facebook via the handles on your TV screen. Now let's seek the views of Nigerians on Voices on the Street. I'll be right back.
Well, for me, I feel that government should consider building and try to find a way to break down the rent into maybe every particular, maybe every 3 months, every 4 months, every 6 months, and then tell the occupants to pay a particular amount of money instead of having to have private companies building and then telling you to pay 9 million, 10 million, 15 million to buy the entire building. So I feel that if government can actually step into it and then just decide to, okay, build an affordable home and then spill it over based on the capacity of the occupants, then that will solve a lot of problems.
If I may answer you direct, I don't have anything in mind because we are not truthful to any cause in Nigeria. The reason being that even if the government initiates these projects, it will not get to the people who are supposed to be the ones that benefit from it. And the way we live is what for myself and my family alone. So with that, even if the projects are completed, definitely the beneficiaries cannot get. And even if they're supposed to give it out, it will be those that saves them. That is my own thoughts about this.
Thank you very much.
To me, what the government should do more, first of all, to create more awareness to the general public. The awareness isn't enough as far as I'm concerned. And to create more policies. What I mean by policies, if more mortgage banks could be created, most especially with that is interest-free loans. You understand? That will attract more customers. I mean, more of the general public. Interest-free loans. You understand? Or mortgage avenues. I think that will be more appropriate as far as I'm concerned.
There was a time the President Buhari himself cited Saudi Arabia as an example how Nigeria should emulate. I understand that Saudi Arabia, they have the housing program for their citizens, of which if the houses are not given freely to the public, an average citizen supposed to be able to pay money to the extent that within a particular year you'll be able to cover the money. housing project is not an issue that federal government will just build and say, we want to recover the money in 2 years or 3 years. So it is a program that they're supposed to spread along the years, so that even a particular person could not be able to finish paying it. His next of kin will continue to pay it, being the person that will inherit such a property. That is my own expectation from the government. There is nothing government can give to their citizens other than to give them affordable shelter and make sure that food is available to everybody's table.
Housing is one of the essentials of women. It's a way of providing shelter for the people. And so as a responsible government, all they are supposed to do is, to the best of my opinion, is develop these houses and let the low-income earners occupy it and be deducting this money from their salary in installment. And by so doing, I believe this problem of housing in Abuja, I know it's not only related to Abuja, but especially in Abuja, will be curtailed.
I'm Leilani Farha, the UN Special Rapporteur, and I hope you'll keep watching the Housing Development Program.
As rightly said, the urban poor are victims of life circumstance. The 2021 plan for housing must begin to address issues surrounding urban poverty through the provision of social housing and relocation of shanty towns and possible upgrade of some slums. Let's go for a short break. I'll be back shortly.
Keep a date with Housing Development Program every week on AIT. Housing Development is the first and pioneer housing program in Nigeria and by extension, Africa. It remains the authentic voice of the Nigerian housing and construction industry. Housing Development is the only credible and specialized platform for seasoned professionals in the build industry, where quality and credible players in the real estate sector meet to interact, showcase, and analyze government policies. It is no doubt that hundreds of thousands of prospective Nigerians who desire to own their personal properties have done so through the assistance of Housing Development Program in the last 10 years. If you are a stakeholder in the build industry, here is where you must be. We are authentic, credible, and supported by all the leading professionals in the build industry. Housing Development on AIT.
Welcome back. The program is Housing Development. The investiture ceremony of Association of Professional Women Builders of Nigeria will be holding very soon on the 25th of February 2021. Now here are more details on the investiture ceremony. Take a listen. In an interview with Housing Development, the Association of Professional Women Builders of Nigeria disclosed plans to hold its second investiture of the chairperson of APWBN and executive members in its 2021 seminar. Chairman of the committee, Builder Mrs. Florence Akinyoade, said the association was created with the aim of showing that women are also capable of succeeding in a male-dominated field.
Trying to catch the other smaller one young, for them to come on board on this field, because that field is being dominated with men. It's a men-dominated field, and we want women to come on board.
The secretary of the investiture committee, Builder Mrs. Victoria Ghana, speaking as well, said the investiture will be used to educate, celebrate new EXCO members, and to award outgoing EXCO members, as well as deserving members in the built industry.
Going to use it to educate and also celebrate the new executives coming in, and then also award the outgoing executives and some people, well-deserving people that are in the construction industry. We are going to also give them awards on that day.
Speaking further, she urged Nigerians to be a part of the program as a disclosure of the association's goals for the next 2 years would be rolled out, as well as training for interested individuals in compliance with the investiture's theme.
I would like everybody to look into it, because part of the purpose of the investiture is also to roll out our program for the next 2 years. That is going to be our tenure. So during the investiture, we're going to roll it out for people to know what we're going to do to help, and we will be glad if they can come into it, especially with the new normal now with COVID around. That is why our team is talking about the construction industry, you understand, and bridging the digital divide and bridging the ICT gap. You know, right now things are not like normal again. Most of the meetings we have is done through Zoom and all that, and it's unfortunate some people still are not that ICT compliant. So part of it, the training is going to be done during that investiture. So we would like them to either join virtually, since because of the COVID, it's going to be both virtual and physical.
The event with the theme, the construction industry, transformation and the digital divide, bridging the gap, is scheduled to hold virtually and physically on the 25th of February at Academic Inn and Multipurpose Hall along Latif Jokonde, Agidingbi Road, Ikeja, Lagos.
My name is Alhaji Dr. Ali Oroji Wamoko, the President of Real Estate Developers Association. I urge you to keep watching Housing Development Program, because it's the only way out for you to understand the housing business and housing delivery in Nigeria.
What you think, what you wish, what you dream, we can give you home, your office, anywhere.
At Urban Shelter Limited, we are committed to your satisfaction in terms of good housing construction, infrastructure, flexible payment plans, and that's not all. We uphold affordability, reliability, quality and innovation. Urban Shelter, distinctive homes, prestigious offices.
Your Walton Housing Development. Welcome back. The program is Housing Development. Abuja, the federal capital city, is growing faster than the provision of the master plan, with both legal and illegal developments springing up almost everywhere. The informal settlement areas within the central city of Abuja are not integrated into the central city infrastructure, and this is one of the major challenges of the city. As a result, promoting urban poor growth that resulted in squatter settlement. What should be done to these illegal structures? Housing Development crew visited one of such settlements in Abuja. Have a look.
With the high rise of urban poverty in Nigeria when compared to rural poverty, there's evidence in the type of houses Nigerian poor occupy. Despite living on the shanty towns in tents and makeshift accommodations and under the constant fear of demolition by the government authorities to give way for urban development and render them homeless.
When I came to this community, there was nothing like pipe-borne water, nothing like light, nothing like access road. But to God be the glory. For some years now, God has blessed us with electricity, water, and a little bit of renovated inter-village road. I've been experiencing demolition here since 1996, 96/97. So I don't have any fear. I have lost a lot here, But where I'm staying today, I know that here is an illegal settlement. Anything can happen at any time. So I always be ready, as Boy Scouts said, be ready, always.
Being poor in many urban centers in Nigeria usually translates to lacking access to the basic amenities such as water, roads, schools, primary health care facilities, among other needs that define human dignity. The imminent forceful eviction that comes with government demolition exercise of the demolition of illegal settlements usually further compounds the economic problems of the city's most vulnerable residents.
For now, the AEDC, they are trying, but we don't have road, and some have water, some do not have. Why some are using borehole? Yes, and the borehole dug by individual. That is what we are facing here. House rent is cost here. Another thing, we don't have road. So if government will assist on the road, because here is very dusty. I'm afraid of that. But one have to take risk, because life itself is a risk. So we are here. Any day they say we should go, we'll pack our things and leave.
I think we always see light. And that's all I can recall. Okay, water, there's water as well. I can't take that from them. But in terms of road, hospital, thank God you drive into our major road. This is our major access road to the city. You see how good it is. Not even ordinary concrete has been poured on this road ever since I've been staying here. No house, no health center. As you can see, it's all over here. You can even look at it and see that nothing to cover up. So no roads, no what is it called, health hospital, and no house.
Many of those who serve the needs of the city live in slums and informal settlements. Therefore, striking a balance between urban development and urban poverty is crucial. The people, however, appeal to the government to come to their aid.
Well, I will advise them, before they will come and demolish, they should provide for people that are living here. They should provide houses and shops for them before they will come and demolish here.
You don't see any help from government here. We don't see any help. And the local government people, they normally come here to collect the revenues, the different peoples. This one will come, say it be this one will come, you say it be this, and they will cooperate with them. Still, no benefit.
I'm Debbie Erb. I work for OPIC in the United States, and keep watching the Affordable Housing Development Program.
As rightly said, the urban poor are victims of life circumstance. The 2021 plan for housing must begin to address issues surrounding urban poverty through the provision of social housing and relocation of shanty towns and possible upgrade of some slums.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing Development Program, on Twitter, Housing Program, on Instagram @Housing Program. Join the conversation and keep up with latest housing updates.
It is that time of the year where everyone can reflect on what they have done in the last year and create goals for themselves in the new year. For many people, one of the New Year resolutions may include them finally purchasing their dream home. If you've never been a homeowner, the The process of finding a home and dealing with your finances may look overwhelming. However, it is completely doable and manageable if you stay organized and state what you want. Now plan towards becoming a house owner. On that note, I call it a wrap on today's edition of Housing Development. Thanks for your time. To catch up on all you've missed or to watch previous episodes of this program, subscribe to the YouTube channel on your TV screen. Do remember to follow us on all social media handles. Have a prosperous new year as you plan towards owning a home. I remain Flora Ani, your housing diva. Do stay safe out there.